Central, Western.
Any time of the day out. It don't matter.
So you got some ass yet?
You already know what I'm talking about.
Just answer the question for the viewers, B. You know what I'm saying? We do it every.
Did we get some ass? That's all we want to know.
Are we live?
No, man, we not live yet.
We not live. We not live.
How many times have I told y'all I've had ass in here? Didn't I tell you I had with Shorty cooking shrimp while we was talking? Right? Shorty was in the kitchen cooking shrimp while I was telling y'all about.
Okay, bet.
A chicken flight.
Bet.
How many times did I tell you?
Look, live one. Live one.
I'm a love playback tomorrow.
When we start
going ham since I moved here. I gotta chill out. No, you start pod, you getting PR statements. They are watching. I got multiple options, multiple things watching. I'm trying to keep it.
Chill out, man.
I mean, I got a rotation. You trying to look up my rotation, boy? Somebody, oh man, a trade, boy. You trying to get somebody?
Line one. Chill out.
You 50 minutes. You trying to get one of my players traded, boy? That ain't love.
Yeah, we
got Asians watching, Jamaicans watching.
You know we live, right?
Me?
Now I'm talking to line one. You know we live, right? You know we was live, right?
We ain't been live.
Okay, bet. Say less.
I'm on the shit.
Okay, bet. Okay, bet.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go, Julz. Everybody straight.
Oh, Lord and Jesus, party in the living room.
All of y'all. I fucking can't stand either, man. One of y'all. Man, y'all ain't no kings tonight, man. Y'all some niggas.
Oh my God.
You ain't give me the heads. Oh man.
That's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Party in the Living Room is back and it's time to part. My name is Julz Jones. Sometimes they call me American Foreign. I got some of my favorite hosts in the world. We running this podcast game. I got line one. That's StephCutdaCheck on your screen right there. Carolina Panthers is in the building. Yo.
Pink Polo. We already know. You already know what's popping. Ready to get into the story.
Bow. And we also have Shifty Rogers. Harley Circle is definitely in the building. That's a point for Cross. What up?
Yeah, we here. Let's get it.
And now, for our feature presentation, we have the most beautifulest, most internationalist, most singingest, most loveliest, Mballa. You gotta say Mballa. And without further ado, everybody, I just want to introduce y'all to Mballa. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give her a round of applause? You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
We're supposed to do a round of goddamn applause, man. Goddamn. I don't know. We got Janky shit going on over there. Now, Mballa, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We are humbled to have you, and we had you here for a 20-30 minute sound check already. So hopefully that wine was tasting good and you ready to pod. Now, can you hear me nice and clear?
I can hear you.
Awesome. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling fantastic. Can you hear me?
I can hear you wonderful, sweetheart. I can hear you wonderful. I mean, we are ready to par with you. Cause I saw a new song out. I saw some new music. And without further ado, I want to get right into the new music because apparently, you know what? Before we get to the new music, can I just play my favorite baller song in the whole world? This is Pretty and Petty. Can I play this for my intro music of the day?
Go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
Oh my God, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is fire.
Just cause I know your chicks are peeping me, and then I keep my heavy on the fleek, just to bring out their insecurities. No need in trying to bring them up to speed. These niggas tell me now you're Jerry. bitches can be petty. Pretty bitches can be petty. Yeah, pretty bitches can be petty. Pretty bitches can be petty. Yeah, pretty bitches can be petty. It's so good and I never stop here when they look at my waist. Doing like this, so the shit may be goodness. I can't declare when it's body your fullness. Understand, I got different standards. A nigga don't qualify. You let your friend understands, girl. Heavy in the plan, girl. I can't waste my time. Not checking for your man.
I feel sorry for whoever you wrote that for, cause you was being real petty. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I don't think any song is ever about one person.
That's a
You're
point.
a player, okay, baby.
Ooh.
We can't talk about Pitlr yet. We can't talk about it. 30 minutes. We should wind stuff. We're gonna talk Pitlr though.
Stand on these bitches like.
Hey, go get that new Mballa. Listen, man, you gotta stream this young lady's music. And Mballa, how does it feel to be the person you dreamed of being? I'm assuming you dreamed of being who you are.
I'm you know what? I'm close to her. I'm not her yet, but I'm close.
Well, in my
How
eyes.
close?
Oh, you potted.
I mean, it feels cool. It feels cool, but it's like it's never yeah, like I'm not there yet, and I figure that once I get there I will have imagined a new person that I dream of being, and then it's just, you know what I mean, it's always gets like, it's like a moving goalpost, you know what I mean?
I understand completely. And you got Pier 1 furniture in the background and stuff like that. I love your feng shui. You know what I mean? Is that a reflection of you? Your furniture, is that a reflection of you? Like, are you very organized, very quaint?
A lot of people have walked in here and said that this is so me. So, but I just moved in here. Like, this is like, when did I move in? I moved in on like the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really new.
So when did you know like you wanted to do music? Like how old were you when you knew that like that's the career path you wanted to take?
I mean, I've been knew I wanted to do music, honestly. I was probably like 4, 5. I have a picture of me with the guitar at probably like, no way I was more than 3 years old with that like guitar and that mic stand, just like practicing. But I mean, I just knew because it was like, that was the thing, you know what I mean? Like, lock me in my room for however long, send me to my room, and that's what I'm doing. I'm downloading music, I'm learning the words, I'm singing, I'm performing in my room, I'm writing songs at, you know what I mean, 4th grade. So, I mean, it just always was a thing. I have, and a lot of people in my family do music. Like, my brother was managing for like 10 plus years, you know what I mean? And then my other brother was a producer. And then the other one, he like, you know, did like dance or whatever. So yeah, like in some way, shape or form, it was always just kind of a part of my life. And then I grew up when I was like 15, my dad was he was a diplomat. And he just sat down at the piano one day and he just like played it. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I didn't know you could do that. Like, and it was just a thing that I was like, okay, maybe this was just what I was supposed to do. So yeah, I've been knew I wanted to do music for a really long time. I just didn't pursue it until like after college.
So it sounds like your family is like a musical like family. Like, did those connections help you get into like, you know what I mean, like certain situations?
No, no, I have mad connections and I have not used a single one of them. I just, because I mean, I don't come from a culture that respects music as like, you know, a career path.
Yeah.
So it was like, I was so ashamed to ask, and maybe I might go ahead and do it, but I never asked. So no.
Okay. Tell the people where you're from. Give us a little background information from you.
Yeah.
People that don't know you, because we did our homework.
So I'm from Cameroon. That's a country in West/Central Africa. It's considered Central Africa, but it's on the west coast of Africa. And grew up in Washington, D.C. though. from, when I was 3 years old, so 20 plus years. And then I came to Carolina. I graduated from Carolina.
Whoa, so we skipping ahead now. First of all, your dad was a diplomat. Now, like, he was in Dipset. Your dad knew Cameron?
That's a point for Julz. I like that one, Julz. I like that one.
Yo, I am weak. That was a good one.
I like that one, Julz. Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, he won't judge me. That's why he won't.
No, I'm serious. Oh, okay. No, wait. Y'all laughing at me.
Oh, man. I like that one, Julz. That was a one-time one right there, boy.
Okay. All right, so...
That was a good one.
Now, I'll have you know, because I'm a journalist and I be journalizing. Shout out to Holla the Don. Cameroon, which is located in almost the western coast of Africa, right? I actually have some of that Cameroon in my DNA, like when my family did like a DNA thing. Yeah, and that's probably why I'm so handsome. You know what I mean? But I don't know what it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is specifically, Mballa, but I did my research, and if me and you may have a lot in common as far as like bloodlines and like what drives you. Are you into like DNA and stuff? Have you gotten into your DNA bag yet?
I haven't because I just feel like I'm 100% pure. I'm like, yo, why am I about to spend $100 to find out from Cameroon 100%? Right now,
so it's different because See, we don't know. We guessing what's in Africa. You've been there.
What? You guessing?
I really do feel that. And you know what? I might not know as much as I think that I know. So I definitely should make the investment. I mean, because I feel like I would probably end up being surprised, So I probably will. But yeah, like, I don't even know what that feels like. That's wild. That's crazy. Like, I hate that.
What's your earliest, did you remember Africa from when you were a kid, or do you remember your earliest memories being in DC?
My mom lives in Cameroon still. My brothers moved from the US, even like they were here, like, doing music, managing, playing basketball, doing all that. But then they moved back when my dad my dad was a diplomat, but then he became a political prisoner. He got arrested.
Oh my God.
So they moved back to just kind of like, take care of things, take care of the family, take care of the, whatever was left, the land that he left, the state, all that kind of stuff. So, so they've been there now for like several years. So, I mean, I just started going back probably like 2-3 years ago, but it had been like, it might have been like 14 years since I had seen my blood brothers.
Oh my God.
Cameroon, what part of Africa? That's what, Southwest?
They just told you West.
It's Central Africa on like the West Coast. It's considered Central Africa.
You see, I got business matters in Senegal, man. So like the land is where it's at.
You got what? Oh, wait, stop. You got what in Senegal?
Business matters, investments.
Oh, you from Senegal?
No, I'm not.
Hell no, he.
I got a brother who is married to a Senegal woman, so that's how we're able to get our endeavors off, because you gotta be an African citizen in order to make business. Shifty, I'm putting you on game right now. But yeah.
I'm from Cross, South Carolina, dogs.
Gotta expand, big dog. Get your passport.
You've never been to fucking Senegal. What the fuck are you talking about?
I never been to Senegal, but I got business in Senegal.
How the fuck you got business someplace you never been?
I got land in Senegal because my man's been over there. I know. This is
about Mballa.
I'll teach you the game.
This is about Mballa.
I'm going to you be buying your old lady cars. You'll be buying the plane tickets. I'll have you right, big dog.
This is about Mballa, yo. Let's move on, man. Let's move on. What's the biggest difference between Africa and the States? I would ask Lon one that's never been over there to where he got difference at. So I'm gonna ask you now.
The big difference.
Julz over there crying about that shit. Like, what crazy, man?
Trying to put you up on equity, man. There's no equity.
Yo, let Mballa talk. Let Mballa talk.
Trying to put you on equity, man. I'm sorry.
I bet, yeah.
Brother, I love
Go ahead, Mballa. You got the floor, man.
The biggest difference. That is a good question. Wow, I don't even know. I mean, for me, the biggest difference probably is like language. I mean, I think just the general like aesthetic, like because the infrastructure is different, you know. So it's like, you know, the streets look different, the houses look different, you know, all that kind of stuff kind of looks totally different, which low key influences also some of the like style too. You know what I mean? Like you might dress a little differently if like, you know, or I can't even say Africa because there's so many countries in Africa that I actually have not been to, but like I think of Cameroon, and I know one of our things that we like always bring up is like the color of the the ground that we walk on. Like there's not as much like cement in there.
So it's like orange.
It's like, huh?
Is it like an orange color, like clay, like the clay orange?
Yeah. So it gets on your clothes. So sometimes it's hard to wear white. You know what I mean? So like, like shoes are hard. You know what I mean? So or like nice shoes sometimes are hard if you're gonna be walking around because the guarantee is that they're gonna get all red. You know what I mean? So I think that like influences some of the style choices too. You end up wearing colors that like can stand out and work in, you know what I mean? Because like, you know, it's like like you said, like clay, like dirt, so it's particles in the air, so you kind of start wearing stuff that kind of like will work with that. I'm trying to think though, like I would say probably the biggest difference is infrastructure, because like for the most part, I mean, yes, like Black Americans and Black Africans have their differences, but we are really the same in a lot of different ways too. So for me, when I think about what's different, I really am thinking about like the infrastructure, maybe like the different foods that I might not be able to get over here that I would get over there. That's like, those are like the big things I can think of.
Now,
the culture different. Was your people's like strict growing up? Like, I mean, you from Africa, you know, it's in different countries, you know, you got different beliefs. Like, were your people's like strict on you on certain things, like as far as faith or whatever, or it wasn't like that?
Yes, they were really, really strict. Like they were like, I mean, well, I should say this. My parents are strict parents, but when I was born, I'm the last of 5. So by the time I got there, they weren't as strict as they used to be, but I still got the influence of their strictness through my older siblings. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, there was certain stuff I was discouraged from doing, you know what I mean? So like going out on, you know, any day of the week, like taking the subway, but some of that was less like, oh, I'm African. Some of that was more like, okay, your dad is a diplomat. We don't know what safety is like. I mean, we know we live in DC, like, you know what I mean? So they didn't want me to take, you know what I mean, the metro, or I guess in New York, you call it the subway or whatever. Somebody here from New York?
Yeah, you know, we in the building all the time.
We got somebody from New York and Senegal here.
You're in DC. You said Senegal? I'm weak.
Yeah, my man, one from Senegal.
Okay, so anyway, so the metro, like they wouldn't let me take the metro by myself. Like they wouldn't let me like walk home from school, like that kind of thing. I was actually known as the kid. You know what? Let me just take everything back because I'm a liar. Because I definitely was known as the girl who was not allowed to go anywhere, anytime. Like,
you the lame.
I wasn't the lame though, because I played basketball, I played volleyball. You know what I mean? Was in like student body. I was student body president. So I wasn't necessarily the lame, but I definitely wasn't like, my mom was like on me hard, like senior year, junior year, which is the year where everybody's just like living it up and doing whatever. Like I was the one that really couldn't do nothing. So, you know, she would be calling me like soon as school is out, like where you at? Like, had a car and everything, but she's like, where you at?
So did the boys stay away?
Huh?
Did the boys stay away from that? Like, did that scare the boys off, or did they still try to holler?
I went to private school, I went to a private school, so like it won't even really that many like dudes that I would be interested in, or they who were interested in me, I should say.
So
until I would start going to like public school events.
Why you didn't like the guys?
Like, and that was really, huh?
Why you didn't like the guys at your private school? They was because they pants was too tight. They held them up too. What's up?
Nah, it was like, I mean, I've always been tall and like thick, so it's just like, you know, sometimes you just like people who like you, and it was just not. It was none of that energy. You know what I mean?
Okay, because if you would have went to Cross High, shit. Shit. Hey, let me tell you. Hey, look at my eyes. Roll them.
You don't have.
What you said?
I said we can't see your eyes.
Oh yeah. Playback is everything, my love. Playback is everything. Pod is life.
Okay. Word. No, so I mean, so yeah, I didn't even really date like that in high school. Like I dated when I got to college. Literally first day I got dropped off on campus, I met my boyfriend.
Oh wait a minute. So where did y'all meet at?
Carolina, when I was 18.
Okay,
that's who ghosted you? Never mind.
This was at.
Later.
Now, did you go to Coastal Carolina or did you go to Carolina?
What's that? What's Coastal Carolina?
Oh shit! Come on, don't do that.
Oh Lord, oh Jesus. That was a shot fired to Coastal. Coastal, y'all need to get y'all name up some more. You know what I'm saying? That's Myrtle Beach. That's a college at Myrtle Beach. A beautiful campus. So.
Oh, that's cute.
So you went to the Chapel Hill, Carolina.
I went to the Chapel Hill, Carolina. Michael Jordan, Carolina.
And the very
Scott, Carolina.
Very first day, this tall, thick, beautiful, brown-skinned woman comes on campus, and one of these young fellas say, "Hey, that's it, fellas. I got to have it." What'd he do?
He didn't even go to Carolina.
Where he was a local? Oh, come on, man.
He was a local?
Not the local.
He was a local on campus chilling?
First day?
He was on campus.
Oh my God, he was a sniper? He was a sniper?
He looking for freshmen. Yeah, he a sniper. He looking for freshmen, bro.
This motherfucker was out there with his fishing rod first day, boy. That's all right. I'm sorry. We talk about her ex. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You see, you janky. You a janky, Julz.
Yeah. You started there. You started there, though.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mballa. We janky.
That's it. That's the story.
So what'd he say?
How he approach you? Yeah. What'd he say? We want to know what he said.
I mean, I was looking for like the bus stop or something. I was like, I mean, I don't know. I was looking for the bus stop, and I asked him where it was at. He pointed me in the direction of the bus stop, and then he asked for my number, and then the rest is history.
Oh, he was out there selling mid. He was out there selling mid pack to the college.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you, Playboy. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you. Get your hustle on.
Can't knock the hustle, you know.
Never.
Selling mid to the college kid.
He was working like the parking lot.
I don't know how I feel about that one, but he getting money. Shifty.
You should just say, you should just say he was selling the mid. But yeah, when he getting money, I ain't mad at him.
I found out later, but
how long did y'all last?
It was about 2 years before I got in my right mind.
Oh, the sex was good. Damn, the sex was good.
Was it? I don't think so.
He broke up with you.
We party now.
We party now.
I broke up with him.
He couldn't handle that thing.
To face through text. That's a question we had last night.
He just had me in a Tyler Perry movie. I wasn't ready for all that. I was like, hold up, what? It was just babies popping out of nowhere that I ain't know about.
Whoa. Easy there, pal.
I'm like, yo, this is my big bugging. I gotta get out of here. I did the whole ride or die thing. I was, bailing him out of jail and visiting him in prison for months and months and months, and driving all over North Carolina, learning about all the different prisons. I'm like, yo, hold on. Like,
oh my God, prisons. The different prisons. Wait, he was selling mid.
Prisons.
He was selling more than mid. He was selling more than mid. You don't go to prison for mid.
You don't go to prison for mid. That's a fine.
Yeah, that's a fine.
So did that give like some inspiration for your music, like that relationship?
Oh, that was all the inspiration. Yeah,
that's fickle.
That's fickle.
I'm gonna tell you what. No, it's not. I never wrote about him.
The sex was trash. Wait a minute. She never wrote about him. The sex was trash.
It's a lot. It's some more heartbreaks. That's all she's saying.
Yeah. You know, I mean,
pardon.
Okay,
it was like an early phase of my life.
So the next,
I never wrote about him.
So we get over him. It's 2 years later, but you're still in school, right? You're still in school?
Right.
Now, is this when you start to get in your music bag? Is this your first time recording around this time? What's going on?
Well, I get in my music bag a different way. So 2 years into school, then I got a year of figuring it out, and then I got a year of, okay, I know what I want to do. And in my head, I wanted to manage. I wanted to be the female Diddy. So I was like, all right, I'm going to manage a couple hip hop artists, and then when they pop, I'm going to start dropping music myself.
Interesting.
So I was managing first.
How did it turn out?
Yeah.
It was good. They opened for Juicy J. They opened for Big Crit. They was moving.
You made that happen?
They what? I mean, we made it happen, like, collectively, like.
You got connections for real, like.
I mean, it won't die. I mean, everybody was just kind of like, we were just working together to like find opportunities, you know what I mean? Like, I was building out the brand, you know, got them a logo, website, all that kind of stuff. And then we would just like all just like look for opportunities.
But these people they opening for and you hooking them up with, you getting their email and their phone numbers for, you know, your purposes and your, you know, later on research, right? You know? I guess so. You can say it that way. So you ready to activate whenever you know, ready to activate.
She told you she had the connections on hand. She ain't even touch. She ain't tap
into them joints.
Yeah, stop playing with ball like that, man. Like,
she got a whole nother level she can tap into. Drizzy, you heard?
We know the feeling, man. We know the feeling.
Okay, so
they say you don't like animals. I don't like animals either.
So wait. So now we have Aries who's growing up. She's got over her first boyfriend. Now she ready. Now she tired of the gangsters. So usually we about to see a square pop into the picture. You know what I'm saying? So brace yourself, fellas. Where are we at in the story, Mballa? Like, are you pending?
No. He exposed me to real, and then I hated lames for a little bit.
Wait, okay, so because he was a real one, but do you think he was real because he was going to prison, or he just was unlucky and he was going to prison?
I appreciated the honesty. That's what that was.
So you like men that's honest with you?
Yeah. I shouldn't say that because I'm a liar. So hold on. Let me think about it.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus.
I appreciated the...
and you said the sex was trash, too, so what was it?
It wasn't trash. It just that I wasn't ready to be doing that. And I was forcing myself because he was older than me.
Emotionally, it was trash. Yeah.
I wouldn't even say that. It was just that I was not ready to be doing that.
Okay.
She said that. Y'all ain't listening?
I understand, Brody. See, we got her category. See, we interview a lot of American women that's like, their American standards are like a little different. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, I'm trying to keep it PC here. You know what I'm saying? So
what does that mean?
All right, so what I'm basically trying to say is these women may have jumped off the porch a lot sooner than you. You know what I mean? By the time they got to their second year in college, you know what I'm saying? If you hear what I'm saying, you know what I mean?
I don't got no shade for no woman who, it just happens for everyone. That happened with African women too. It really was just like a situation that was particular to me. Like, I personally was just not, I didn't have parents who like talked to me about sex and relationships or any of that. It just didn't really come up. I had 3 brothers, so I never really felt safe. Like right. It was a good idea to be talking to nobody, you know? Yeah. So I just didn't. I just didn't. So when I did, it was just like new for me, and he was older than I was, so it was just like, okay, you know, there was a lot of insecurity around it, you know what I mean? And I was just moving more quickly than I was ready to move, just off the fact that I was like, oh, okay, I'm with this older dude. Here's the expectations. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that.
At this point right now, like, what year is it? Like, you haven't dropped your first album yet, right? Like,
no, I hadn't even started. I've never even stepped in a booth before.
Wow.
Okay, so we still got.
We just stepping foot on campus off the bus.
Now, when do you start? What happens, Barlow, after you're exposed to all of this, then you didn't want to be exposed? Now, are you starting to express yourself differently? Like, are you dressing differently? Are you starting to wear more makeup? Are you starting to get more westernized? What's going on?
I've always been a girl, like, so I always did makeup, even when I was younger. But are you asking me when I started to like become more
good girl gone bad? When does the good girl go bad?
She ain't never gone bad. She's still a good girl. That's never happened.
Okay, so when do you get in your bag though? As far as just like, all right, I am who I am.
Yeah. Shoot, today. But
beautiful answer. I like that.
When do I get in my like music step out? You know, I graduated. Well, really, I think what really prompted it for real. I think I was always a daddy's girl. And so when my dad was alive and around, I used to live to like make him proud. You know what I mean? So when he passed, when he got sentenced, it became real for me. Like, oh, you know what? Like, I'm going to have to like hold myself down and just have also my own life. You know what I mean? My own everything. Like, and that was junior year in school. So yeah, that's when I started to go a little harder with the management. And then the thing about the management, I had organized like a listening party for them. And it was the same night as J. Cole's Dollar in a Dream tour in Raleigh.
Wow.
So I was like, yo, like, they decided to go, and they didn't show up to their own listening party till like 2 a.m.
What?
And the listening party was like at 39.
You was mad.
Like, I was tight. Like, I was crying. It was like, because it was already like, we used to already just like beef a lot because they just felt like I didn't know that much about what I was. Well, I used to think that they didn't feel like I knew enough about hip hop or, you know, the industry, when really like I grew up just like studying the industry, you know what I mean? So I always felt like I had to convince them of that. And when they showed up to their own listening party that I put together, like dumb late, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to show you how this is done so that you can have more faith in what my abilities are. And so that's when I just went ahead and did the music thing myself.
Wow, so you knew you could sing, but you was putting other people on because you figured that was more productive, like a better business decision, or did you just never want to be in the limelight?
Yeah, but I was also scared. It was both of those things. You know what I mean? I just knew that I knew the industry, like, and I wanted that experience. And I liked hip hop, and they made hip hop, and I'm not necessarily a rapper, which, I mean, I guess I'm finding out that that's a little different today. But at the time, like, I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, I'm gonna put my energy in them. And they kind of had their own thing starting to go. I was just coming in and like framing it, you know what I mean? Like, they were already rapping, but they just didn't have a lot of the business sense behind it. They didn't have the like, all right, branding behind themselves. They didn't have the, you know, just the like, all right, I need to have a website. I need to have contact information. I need to have XYZ to get, you know, things together so that I can make this move in this type of way. I need to start doing shows. I need to start, you know what I mean? They just didn't have that. They were just really like going in, you know, the booth and recording and coming out with CDs and passing them out. And I was like, oh, nah, you need like all this stuff, you know? We need visuals. We need to start having a plan. We need a strategy. We need XYZ. So and that part is always easier to do for somebody else. And I think that doing it for them and seeing it take off gave me the confidence too to do it for myself and help me build some relationships, you know, with producers and all that kind of stuff. So it just happened how it was supposed to happen.
Wow.
But yeah, it was about putting them on, but it was also about getting the skill And it was just also about my personal vision of being this like female Diddy, you know, and making that pop off first. Now, I'm a big Bad Boy fan.
While you're doing all this, are you getting money as well, or do you have like a job, like a part-time job? What's going on? Like, how you pulling so many moves?
Well, when I started, I was in school, so it was like, you know, all of the ways that school allows me to be supported, it was just that. So there was no money on that front. But then when I was out of school, yeah, like I got a job and everything. So that was like helping me, you know, put basically money back into it before they started getting actually paid from shows. And then even when they would get paid for shows, we would just put it right back into it.
So how does one go about getting paid for shows? You know how many local independent artists we have that listen to our show? Like, as a manager, how would you set that up?
Yeah, put them down. Tell them how to get it.
Credible. You know, you got to make yourself credible. You got to make it so that I would want to pay to have you somewhere. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, yeah, when you set up the website, when you set up the brand, I mean, today, you know, it's 2020, so it's a little different. So now it's like, all right, when you set up your Instagram, when you set up, you know, all that stuff, like, you got to make yourself look like credible. I have to believe that you are somebody worth having. And then two, it's like people forget about putting on a show. There's a difference between like having a show and attending a show and performing at a show and putting on a show for people to watch and enjoy. It's like, yo, if I'm gonna give you my money, like, I need to be entertained. Like, it's the entertainment business, you know what I mean? So I think that's the part that people forget about. And so, yeah, when you can start to do all of those things, you can kind of start to monetize. Of course, unfortunately, with the like industry that it is and the way that it is, it's like, yeah, people also have to feel like you're quote unquote popping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of, there needs to be value in having you there. And also you need to show that you can bring people there. It needs to be like, okay, if so-and-so comes, I'm gonna have XYZ more tickets coming, or, you know, people coming through the door, XYZ tickets sold. So you need to tell them like, yo, look, like, I'm coming with 30, 40 people or whoever, this is my draw. So you're not about to have me bring my fans to your establishment for free. Like, you gotta pay me for bringing that, because that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing people in, they're gonna buy drinks, they're gonna do XYZ, you know? So, I mean, if you can kind of break down the way that they're going to make money from having you, because that's what a business relationship is. It's like, yo, it's an exchange. Everybody got to get something out of it. Yeah. So, you know, you're getting a performance, you're getting, you know, publicity for your establishment, you're getting XYZ, and you're getting an audience that might, you know, may or may not have come otherwise. So you got to pay up for that, you know?
So, okay, so now we done promoting. It's time for you to go solo. Do we go straight into album mode, or like, you take some time to kind of find, really get your voice and find your sound and get that straight, or we diving straight into the album? Like, what's that process next?
We hitting up our friends who do music already. So I hit up my friend. I had actually put I don't know if y'all know Will Wildfire, but I had invited him to be on a tour that I was doing with the group that I was managing at the time. Their name was The Coolest. So I hit Will up to be on a 1 or 2 shows for The Coolest's tour. And then me and him got cool. Mind you, we both went to Carolina together, but at Carolina, we just didn't really speak because, again, like, I was in my relationship for 2 years. Will was kind of like moving around, you know what I mean, getting comfortable on campus. And then after that, like, and I just always recognized him because he was singing the Pit or whatever. So Pit is like in the middle of campus, but he would just sit in there and just play his guitar.
I didn't even know you were Chapel Hill. That's okay.
Did you know Will Wildfire was the very first episode we ever did when I first started my network 2 years ago? The very first episode ever.
He's the first person to ever record me seriously.
Was you was nervous?
No, I just like, so the thing is, I didn't have any beats, but I had these songs that were already written, and I needed somebody who knew music well enough to make me a beat based off what I already had.
That's talent. So, a lot of people need the beat first, so like you can write and then shift it to the beat. That's another level. There's levels to it, you know what I mean? So,
I mean, it was just stuff that was in my head that I was just, you know, it was just there. So I was like, yo, well, how am I gonna make these like songs? And so I was like, yo, Will, like, I want to do music. And at the time, he was like a super hippie. And he's just like, yo, like, let's do it, whatever. I'm like, yo, do you want to get paid? He's like, what? I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. Like, so, yeah, I just hit him up. And I drove to Greensboro. And I sang what I had for him. And he just started playing and recording. And it just became like a song. And it became a song called Bad Decisions.
Oh,
and
wow.
So,
y'all made a video. Y'all made a video for that. I'm a journalist. Stop playing.
Nah, I'm a journalist. I'm weak. Yeah, but so it became a video. I mean, so the song was done, and I'm a visual person. I grew up watching videos all day, all the time. And so that's just what I was going to need. And nobody knew I was doing music. Everybody knew me as a manager. So I was like, yo, I'm about to just pop out and just do this. And, you know, I recorded it, and probably like in the processes of us recording and mixing and doing all that, my father passed. So it was just like, all right, I really need to take this all the way. So I just hit up like a good videographer that I knew. I was like, look, I'm trying to shoot a video. Here's how I want it to look. You know what I mean? Here's what I'm trying to do with it, whatever. So I wrote out my own treatment for my video. It's called Bad Decisions. Make sure y'all check that out. And, you know, shot a video, and that was kind of the beginning of my career in that way. And then, yeah, I just like kept writing. Like me and Will just became super cool. Like that's like my brother to this day. And then, yeah, like we did a song together, and that song was hard. And then he had a song written that he didn't want to sing. So I came in and I heard it, and I was like, okay, the melodies are hard, but I would never say this. So let me write my own, you know? So I just like, you know, wrote the words or whatever. And then that became a video called Boomerang.
Wow.
And then after a while, it started to feel like it was Will's little protege, and everybody was like, okay, like, you know, you dope, but like, you just, you know, what about doing your own thing? So I was like, all right, bet. Like, that's when I just went, you know, kind of solo, and I just started exploring and trying to meet new engineers and, you know, new people, and just picking, you know, finding other beats and writing to the beats. And then over time I did that, and I found a perfect engineer, and I recorded all my songs there. And that's how my first project, Never Leave Quietly, came about.
Wow.
Okay, since we had Never Leave Quietly, what's your favorite track on Never Leave Quietly?
Ooh,
besides Fickles, because Fickles top one.
I do like Fickle a lot. I really do like Fickle, but that's because that one is super close to my heart.
The intro crazy, man. The intro was wild, man. Like,
you gotta go rewind Fickle 3 times, but Fickle's tight, man.
I love that intro.
The first single. What is my favorite song on there? Dang, I don't know, because I really do like a lot of them. Like, I think I like Fickle just because it's close, like super close to my heart. I like the song with the Perfect Storm song, because when you get to the end of it, the beat switches up crazy. And like, I try to play with some doubles and stuff, and make it kind of Kendricky, you know what I mean? I just like
skits and interludes. Like I saw you.
Yeah, you know. So I like that one, and I really like Fool's Gold with Lil Wildfire. I feel like that one is kind of like underrated, that people don't really like spend the time on. But I'm a drums person, and it has some really good drums that I just love, and it like kind of makes me like takes me home a little bit. But then Illegal, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I like all of them. I like all of them.
All of them is fine, but Illegal, like, if that's the intro, that's the hook to grab you. Like, you know what I mean? If it was whack, I might have
hold on,
switched
fellas.
off, and then, you know what I mean?
Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me right now. Just hold on. I'm just letting this Real Wildfire record rock. I want to hear what she was talking about. Just hold on.
But I swear she love the pain. No peace, no Nirvana, ain't no fucking Kurt Cobain. Had to make a new edition, cause my girl can't stand the rain. Blood, she's dripping blood, and I am a vampire. But this ain't enough, cause it used to be just us and a couple niggas. Studios was bedrooms, that fucking with us wasn't so damn complicated, baby. But as my appetite grows, I need more hoes, and these lies get told, yeah. But it ain't a lie if you know. Ain't no fool's gold if you know what's up. up.
Oh, that is fire. That y'all was in there. Where was y'all recording this type of stuff at? This is quality. This is quality. This is quality.
We were recording that at Playground in Durham.
Okay, so shout out to Durham. Shout out to that studio. It's called Playground.
Playground Studios.
Playground Studios. Shout out to y'all. Mballa, thank you for having us. Listen, we podding right now. I just got a special call I want to make. Do you mind if I make this call?
Okay, make the call. Oh my God, LOL. Because I hold up. I know who the call is because he done texted me. So go ahead and call. He always trying to hop in my moments.
Yo, this is Julz Jones of Party in the Living Room, Janky Ramblers. How are you today, Will Wildfire?
What's good with you, big homie? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I want to make sure that people can hear you. I got Mballa over here. We over here interviewing Mballa. She said, I don't know if you know Will Wildfire. I said, he was the first guest ever on our show.
Yeah, maybe. Can you hear me too?
Yeah, she can hear you a little bit, but oh my God, Will Wildfire, you doing incredible things, man. Do we have a release date for the album?
Man, we don't got a release date for the album yet, but we got a whole lot of on the way for sure.
Congratulations on Fruit
time,
Trees, man.
Oh nah, man, thank you. That's no glory to me. That's all to the Most High, bro. But yeah, like it's been pretty cool.
Where did you meet? What do you remember about when you first met Mballa? What do you remember about that?
Alright, so it's 2 times that I remember. The first time, like, alright, so when I was in school, I used to be wild. And Mimi had a lot of pretty friends. And that's all I'm going to say. Like, I used to, like, get on her nerves. Anyways, she had mad pretty friends, and I would be in their faces all the time. And then, like, after we graduated school, like, it's just been, I remember her working with my boys Danny and Mike and just making dope stuff and always like having like a real good ear for the music and knowing where it should go and then she started getting everything together on her own and she's just doing amazing, bro. Like I'm real proud of her. Like she always had it in her. She always had that in her.
Wow. You hear that, Mballa? He said you always had that in you. And I don't know if you remember, but there was one time in Charlotte where she had to perform at this show. I can't remember where it was at, somewhere in like Noda area. And she was nervous and she said it was her first show. I don't think she remembers me at all, Will Wildfire. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But it was her first. Yeah, I don't know if she remembers me, but I was there and I watched her perform that night. Do you think she remembered Mballa? Do you remember that?
I do remember that. I don't know why you saying all that.
Okay, I'm capping. Well, I'm trying to downplay it, Mballa. But yo, Will, we all are doing so well in life. Do you realize that we've come a long way? Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, bro. Like this time, like literally 3 years ago, it's like night and day. Like, of course, with everything going on in the world, but just with everybody where we at and what we're doing, it's crazy. Like, I almost can't believe it. Like I almost can't believe it for real. I remember that when we did the podcast first, like at the crib and everybody coming over, like the food and just stuff and just like being excited about like being in Charlotte and everything and stuff is just moving, man. Like it's crazy. It's a blessing, bro. I'm happy with all the stuff that you're doing too, man.
Thank you. Well, I ain't gonna hold you up, brother. We excited about the new album. Hopefully we get to ramble with you when that joint come out. And just be safe in all your travels, black man.
Man, y'all bless you too. Hey, when is this? When you dropping it? Depending on the date, I might could say something right quick.
This is coming out live. This is live right now.
Oh, okay. I ain't gonna get in trouble. Nah, I gotta be quiet.
Cool.
Be on the lookout this month.
I bet it. Word, man. Love you, bro. Be easy.
Right, y'all God bless. Thanks to you. Love you, brother. Holla.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Will Wildfire Baller. Thank you so much for that. It was my first time ever doing like a celebrity call, and like we so international with it right now. This is crazy. Now, fellas, I don't want you guys to feel left out. Are you with me? What's up, line one? What up?
I've had a question for a very long time, and I'll let y'all go ahead and get y'all, y'all first. He's off. But I just want to touch on something you said earlier first, Bali. My condolences for your father. I want to say that and make sure, I got that across. Going forward, like, who would you like compare yourself to if you're original, but like, who'd you get inspiration from? Like, who would you compare yourself to, like an artist or a couple artists, like?
I would say if Eve and Destiny's Child had a baby, it would be me.
Destiny's Child had a baby?
Eve, Destiny's Child, and Rihanna had a baby, it would be me.
Okay. You see, when I was here, I was hearing a little bit of SZA. I was hearing a little bit of a couple things.
What's her name, bro? What's her name?
Ooh.
You said Caesar or you said Caesar? You said Caesar. All right, go ahead, bro.
Is his name SZA? SZA, what you call it? SZA? I mean, you call it SZA, ain't it? But
I don't know.
I don't call those SZA.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
But nah, go ahead though.
And your voice, like, you got that material, but in your voice is like real, like, you know what I mean, like soft but not soft, like. It's enough to get, you get aggressive to get the point across in a soft way. Like, it's hard to explain. Like,
I like that. Aggressive enough to get the point across in a soft way. I gotta turn that into something.
That's a point for line one.
Yes, sir. That's a point.
That's the album. I got all 47. Listen to the album.
I might switch my tagline right now is I make music for immigrant women with American degrees and bottom grills.
Okay, makes sense.
Now we potted.
Okay, so now we done dropped the album. The album is dropped. You done came, you done worked on. You done decided to go solo. What caused the hiatus till now? Like, what happened? Why
how we gonna skip? How we gonna skip that?
Man, listen.
We at the story. Isn't that where we at in the story? You did the album, right?
No, bro. You don't just do an album, bro. Can I listen?
I know you just don't do an album, but what she just explained with Will Wildfire wasn't that the
I got this. I got this real quick. Let me get this off, and then we going right to your question about the hiatus. Queen, when you was making your album, who is this album about? Cause we got real tough songs on here. Who is it about? It wasn't about the first guy, but who is this about?
No, it was about this other dude. I don't know how to tell you who he is, but I mean, I could tell you where he's from. He's from Far Rockaway.
Oh, wait a minute. Not Far Rockaway.
Is his name Black? Is his name Black?
Is his name Black?
No.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well,
this is crazy.
The whole album is about him. The whole album is about him.
Yes.
I'm gonna say probably
yes.
Maybe like 60% of it, 70.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's a yes.
Fickle is about him 100% point blank period. The whole song.
Oh, we playing.
You caught him cheating in Fickle too.
We playing that on commercial break. We gonna play that on commercial break.
You caught him cheating, and you was riding or dying for him too.
Cheating. It was a thing where he had a girl. But he didn't tell me until we got involved. And then we was like waist deep in the whole situation when he was like, oh, by the way. And I was like, dang, like, so, yeah, like we just kind of kept talking or whatever, but it was like, yeah, it was complicated. Like we were supposed to move together because the only way he could leave her was if we moved.
Oh my God.
Because they were living together and it was just intense and they had been together for like dumb long. And then our plan was to move together, but he got cold feet before we moved, and he just deaded me, and I just like fell apart. I had quit my job. I had done all this stuff, and at the time I was undocumented, so I couldn't get another job. So I was just kind of asked out for a little bit. So that was my my introduction to Far Rockaway.
Okay, so
how long did it take you to make the album?
How long what?
Did it take you to like make the album? Not recording everything, but like just write everything and have it prepared?
I mean, I guess it depends, right? Because some of the songs actually I recorded while I was with him. So like Jeweler, I was with him, and then So Desperate is about the first dude. Like that song is about the very first dude. And that was all those songs I did probably like 3 months before I did everything else. So then when it happened to the other ones, it was like those ones just was like, okay, it was probably like 6-7 months.
Okay, so now the time to take, you done take 7 months to get the album straight. Now you know you gotta get it mixed, mastered, all that. Like getting into that process, like was it a nice smooth process, or was it like?
I usually like the engineer that I was using at the time, he would mix as we went, and then also we did the mixing session, and I was like, I need to be a part of the mixing session because a lot of the magic for me personally is done when it's getting mixed.
Of course.
I need to be there. Like I need to be telling you like I want this, and this. You know what I mean? Sometimes I need to be sitting there and hear you doing something and be like, oh, stop right there. Like that's how I want my voice to sound right there. You know, so I like to be a part of that part. The mastering was done mostly without me.
Right. So it wasn't really nothing then. So like it was a pretty good, easy process.
Yeah, it depends on the song though too, cause like some songs like Illegal took me like an hour to record, like an hour and a half to record, like nothing crazy at all. But mixing it took like probably like 16, you know?
What song you had the most fun making?
Most fun? Ooh, that's hard because I would say the most fun making. I liked making Fickle because I was like, I felt like I was in my bag.
You thought you was Little Kim on Fickle. That's what you thought.
And I thought I was.
Yeah, you thought you was Little Kim on Fickle.
Yeah. So I like that. And then also I like doing the Perfect Storm record just because like I wrote that verse like that day. And then like I was just in the studio just like feeling it, just like, yo, like I ate that. Like I don't know, I just felt like I was appreciating my pen on there. There's so many like little bars on there that you really just gotta catch. Like you gotta listen to it again. And I was just saying some shit that I'm like, damn, I wrote that. Like
it's 7 songs on the album. How many songs did you record like all together for before you reduced it down to 7?
Probably like 10.
10. Okay.
It was a tough cut, or it was easy?
I would say it was easy just because they were the more recent songs. So I didn't have to think like that much about it. And so I had a clear message for what I wanted the project to be about. I knew that I wanted the project to be about like, you know, there's this like, especially in the South, there's this vision of what like a woman should be, right? And she's like, she's cute, she's polite, she's sweet, she's quiet, she whatever, you know, and I was like, oh, that's not me. Like, I want to be like, I would tell people like, you know, I want to rap on beats that sing on beats that a rapper would get on. You know what I mean? Like, so when I had that vision of like what I wanted it to be and what I wanted to, like the message I wanted to communicate, which was like, yo, say what you got to say, like say your piece before you leave any situation. It was just easy to kind of pick from those.
So when you're making this album, like how often was you catching writer's block?
That one? Never.
Right, she was inspired, B. She was inspired on that one.
She was in her bag. It was a lot of ammo for that right there.
Yeah, no, that one was. I didn't have no writer's block because my mind was like 100% on that. Oh, and also I had quit my job, so I had time. You know what I mean? Like Now it's harder. Now I get writer's block a whole lot because, 9 to 5, I be giving my creativity to my job all the time. I do campaign strategy and execution. So, I just will give literally my brain and all my thoughts and all my creativity to my job. And then I got to get off work and try to write. And it just don't flow as freely, as naturally, because it's like, first of all, I'm at work kind of like code switching, you know what I mean? Then I got to come off it and then I got to be myself. And it's like, damn, I don't even remember who that is because I'm at work just, doing stuff for these white people. So that part gets a little hard, like getting back into like me when I get off work and try to write. So this project particularly was difficult to write.
Are you scared are you scared to love again?
Yeah, for sure. I self-sabotage like crazy.
What do you mean by self-sabotage?
Anytime
like not answer DMs?
No, like I'm bad at texting, so I'll fall off on texting, or I'll pursue relationships I know are not gonna work out. Like I just know, but I just will pursue those instead of the ones that might work out. I get anxiety really, really bad, which is what the newest single is about, Make Me Anxious. Like I just get I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah.
And so every time I'm, talking to somebody, because I have that in mind, I'll just just little missteps, you know what I mean? Like I'll freak out, I have trust issues, I'll, just different little things that kind of,
I want to read a tweet that you sent out 13 hours.
13 hours ago.
What line was it?
Fucker stalking you in it? We fucker stalking you in it?
Nah, when I added it, I scrolled down. This was 13 hours ago. We became friends.
I want to DM you after the show.
I see you. So, Manny G said it's Titty Tuesday with the eyes.
Whoa.
You retweeted and it said,
what the fuck?
I got something for you. I just want to know where,
Go to my Instagram.
Oh, go to your Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Say less.
He don't do his homework. He didn't see the video you and your friends. He don't do his homework.
Oh, that's the one.
He don't do his homework. He's a badass child. We gotta say the day. He don't do his homework.
I've been working and I listened to an album. I ain't do my homework shift. Come on, man.
I'm playing, man. You did your homework.
All I wanted to say, Mballa, all I wanted to say is that there's a man out there that's gonna take care of all that. Don't you worry. All that past stuff, all those anxieties, it's men out there it's a man out there, not men. It's a man out there. You just be patient and be your brilliant self. Cause you're very radiant, Black Queen. You're very radiant. You know what I'm saying? So there's guys who watch this show.
But I don't, it's like a weird thing. It's a weird thing. Like you hear it, but with every failed situation, it's like, oh no, I don't know.
But you think so, cause you're an Aries, so you always gonna think it's you. Like you're gonna be like, oh, it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. That's the problem.
Because I take responsibility for my shit, and I end up dating people who don't.
But that's like starting an album and then being mad that it sucks. Like being mad that it sucks. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You just press play on a relationship, and then it turns out how it turns out. That's all it is. Yeah, that's all it is, man. I'm telling you.
Also, I'm not vulnerable too. Like that's the other thing too. I realize that relationships need that, but it's just like, damn. Last time I did that, things went crazy. So
what's the
now
worst?
It's just like.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Go ahead.
It's fine. What's the worst? What?
Like, all right. So what's the worst in your relationships? What do you find is the worst thing about you? Let's pod.
About me?
Mm-hmm.
She's self-sabotage.
No, that's the after. That's what has happened now. Like I'm talking about when we reverse. Like me, I'll give you one of mine, okay? One thing is I don't listen. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't listen to nobody, including the girl that's in my life, and that's a problem. You know what I mean? So I had to learn to like not react and just literally don't do no reacting so I could listen. All right, so what's yours? Share it with me.
No, everybody got to give theirs too.
Okay,
I don't listen. I don't listen either. I damn sure don't listen. I ain't lying to you.
Yep.
Line one, I don't know his damn problem.
Line one, what's your problem?
Repeat. You gotta repeat the question. I was looking at the Instagram video. I'm sorry. I apologize.
What's your what's the one? What's the one thing?
Line one, but you crazy off that liquor.
What's the one bad part? What's the one bad quality that you bring into a relationship? The toxic trait of yours.
I don't believe I bring no toxic traits, man. I done learn from my shit. I don't bring nothing toxic to the table. I don't bring no toxic to the table. Like what? I'm not bringing no poison to the dinner table and serve my lady poison.
Excuse me, sir. We were being honest on the pod. Now you already got caught in the first 30 seconds being honest. You might as well be complete.
Yeah, you already the first 30 seconds. You already told us the real truth about what you've been doing. So you might as well.
So you might as well be completely candid.
This is a chance to make it up.
Where was that documented at?
You see your first 30 seconds on playback. What you say you was doing the last month in the new spot.
I don't know. I can't either confirm or cannot.
Eating shrimp and eating ass.
Not that until playback comes out, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Baller. I'm sorry. Can we get back to you, sweetheart? And then after that, we're gonna talk about this co-host who eats ass. But go ahead, Baller.
Okay. What's the worst thing? Oh man. I do be trying to change people.
Oh, we partying. I didn't
expect. And what kind of way though? What kind of way?
I be trying to make them better. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, I have a bad habit of not like just letting people do them. I just keep. I can overstep my boundaries.
You're a phone reader.
You might be the toxic one.
She a phone reader. She a phone reader.
She a what, Julz?
She a phone reader. She gonna read your phone. She gonna go through your phone.
Yeah.
I used to be a phone reader. I don't read no phones no more.
Hey,
I used to be a phone reader. My ex couldn't get away with my first boyfriend couldn't get away with nothing. I had that like I don't even want to say the type of stuff I was doing. He couldn't get away with anything. I'll tell you that.
Now, did you play any of these guys, even though you were the investigator in the relationship? Were you playing any of them?
No, but that's really what be my problem. Like, I really don't be playing nobody. I really do not. That is my issue with everybody that I choose. I guess, but the thing is, I feel like I date a lot of dudes. What? Why are you laughing?
Oh, no, I'm laughing at the phone. That's my bad. I apologize.
Laughing at the phone, B. It was good, man. Tighten up.
You eat ass, man. Stop talking to me. Go ahead, Bella.
I've never eaten ass. That's your specialty.
Yeah, no, I don't. What were we talking about? Looking at phones? I don't do that. There was a question after that. What was it?
Well, you was gonna ask line one when the last time he ate ass, since he already admitted he been gay.
Last time he ate ass.
Yeah, that's what you was asking him.
Ask. And the last time I ate ass was
come on, be honest.
In February.
Man, come on, man. Damn, man.
At me, and then when I give you some bullshit, you get at me. You want me to give you some bullshit? You want me to tell you the truth?
I want the truth. I want the truth.
I've never just ate the ass.
Why not?
I told you we've hit rim shots, but that's not my.
How much time you ate ass, Julz?
Who, me? Shit, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, Nicki Minaj was talking about me, boy, in that song, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm weak.
Anyway,
so
Mballa. Wait, since we going around the room. Shift.
Since we go around the room.
Yeah, go ahead, Shift.
Boy, I got my gold card, boy.
Well, you got your gold card. Hey,
I got my gold card, boy.
Hey.
What about the room?
No, he's asking about eating ass. I got my gold card.
What is that?
That mean, that he stamped. He solidified. That mean he make it fall.
So what you doing
Huh?
what you doing around the room?
You next?
Oh yeah, go ahead, take your last sip. We good. We ready. We good. Take your time, Queen. Queen. You know what I'm saying? New single out today. Stream it now. You heard? Yeah, this is the story of Mballa.
It has not happened yet.
No, you've never done it?
One ain't did it since Neverwary, so
wait,
you haven't done it or you haven't
they definitely I'm about to say she can't say she ain't never
You don't know, okay.
That's the answer. What?
You said you never done it yet, but you have had it done though.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't the only one acting crazy in here.
When I get married, I'll eat some ass, but until then, I'm handling business to uptown Charlotte. You know what I mean?
Well, Mballa, why are some guys ashamed to admit it? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that's the case?
To admit that they do it or admit that they like it done?
Wait, you know guys that like it done?
What the fuck?
What's going on here? What the? Back that up. What's going on?
2020. Y'all got to get with the program.
Oh no, Julz,
whoa.
That's all
right. Boy, hell.
Well, guys, they say 1 out of every 3 guys like it done. So one of us like it done.
If you like it done, do you know that? If you like it done, you will like it up.
Julz, what the stats say? Julz, what the stats say? What this?
1 out of every 3, B.
Program.
Bro, you gonna like something else done. That's I already beat butts, so you know I'm out here, so it's between Shifty and Julz.
Boy, you better stop playing around. You look like Julz. It look like Julz into that shit. It look like Julz into that shit.
Nah, I ain't into that. But if you get the I ain't into that. Bro, you know I'm always honest on the pod. But if you happen to get that Gooch area, I'm telling you now, you might unlock a new Julz verse. Let's get it. We parted now.
Not a new verse.
All right.
So, man.
So I don't know where we go from here. You know? Whoa, man! This is a family show.
What?
This is a family.
Yo, we about to ban you from drinking while partying, bro.
There's nothing wrong with that, but the gooch is a different thing. I mean, if she could, you know what I mean, swipe the gooch a little bit.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna encourage y'all to come to 2020.
So you put your tongue.
I'm in 2006. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm still listening to Plies on the Sex Plies.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I heard what's happening in 2020, Mballa. So I don't know if you want to invite us to come to 2020, because in 2020, girls like girls and guys, and you know what I'm saying, they get the strap too.
So that's where you at with it too, Mballa?
Say what?
That's where you at with it too. I see you shook your head when Julz said that.
I mean, I just know that that's what's happening in 2020.
Okay.
All right. Well, we don't judge. We don't judge at all. Shout out to
we
KK.
don't judge him. We don't judge him at the Janky show.
No, we never do that.
What's happening?
We don't do no judging at the Janky show.
I don't even know no judges.
You seen when you said something about Titty Tuesday line went to your Instagram.
I said what?
So when you said the Titty Tuesday thing, you see he went to your Instagram. We don't do no judging that Janky line.
I mean, I didn't wait to a commercial break. I was going to, but I said, you know what, let me put me on mute real quick.
All right, guys, listen. Okay, we got to do a commercial break because we are getting out of hand. Listen, fellas, we can't always be janky. Some guests we got to be PG-13 with.
Shifty's number 1, you number 2, and I'm conscious. I try to keep it conscious in here. Julz, don't do that, man. Julz, no buttons. You my man. I love you to death, man. Like you gonna be my best man at my wedding. Don't be capping like you ain't Janky shit.
All right, man.
Listen. My connections are blowing up because I tweeted about how Julz asked me if my dad was in Dipset.
Oh man, thank you for that. We're gonna play. I want to hear that Fool's Gold. I want to hear the rest of that Fool's Gold because that was beautiful. Yo, stream Mballa right now. Now you're gonna type in the letter M, the number 8.
Add me to your playlist.
Go ahead. Say that again for them.
Stream Never Leave Quietly for 100% sure. Add Make Me Anxious to your playlist.
All right, so Never Leave Quietly. That's the name of the album. This is Fool's Gold featuring Will Wildfire, and we'll come back from commercial break and ramble with the queen herself.
But nice enough so you won't know you, but no fool's gold if you know what's love. Brain enough to wake you up. But nice enough so you won't know you fucked, girl.
Right?
What happened?
In 2 months, y'all got 116 subscribers, right? That's a lot in 2 months.
No, we started at 97. We started with Big Rambles.
I know better than the chasing that women's do. Ever since
That's good though, that's better.
been abused in my mind.
Yeah, 97 or 60.
Believe me, I ain't mean to take your man. Cross my head up the
You said 97.
Never said a word about you, we was making plans. He was acting yeah, sage it, cool. People can't tell it that it's me.
Oh, I can read you the stats if you want the stats. I did that.
Okay, so do y'all have people who listen to each episode?
Yeah, we do. We got already.
That's what's up.
18 episodes to 169,000 views, 20 hours, 36 minutes. That's how long we've been doing that.
That's what's up. Congratulations, Potters. Are y'all putting it on Spotify at all?
Say that again?
Is this going on Spotify at all?
Oh, shout out to Spotify, shout out to Caffeine, shout out to all the sponsors out there. We get a deal. we working right now. We just
Y'all upload it to Spotify because you know you can still upload it to Spotify even if you don't have a deal.
Oh yeah. We're gonna still upload to Spotify and still upload the Caffeine.
That's a fact. Well, we are back. We are
back.
Yes, we are back. Did you need a longer commercial break? Cause I want to play this song. You need one more commercial break. You good? You can go away from the camera right now. They can't see you at all.
Podcast, whatever you want to do.
All right, go ahead. You got a minute and a half. Go ahead. Just pour up your another wine or get up, stretch. Just relax. We playing your music. Well, actually, this album is already available. You know I'm rambling.
Oh, I'm following you and you don't follow nobody?
Who that?
Julz.
Oh, that's his old shit. That's his old joint, I believe.
Yo.
Oh, that's his old shit.
What's the new one?
Make Me Anxious right now. Just dropped July 3rd, 2020. You heard? Make MEK.
Let's fuck
Me.
it. Jones_Julz.
Oh yeah. Shout out to my girl OG Kalia. What's up, baby? You heard? I'm out the doghouse. You heard? Y'all ready to pod? What's good?
We been ready.
Oh, okay. Now we are back. Now we was getting somewhere because we said we were scared to love, but there is a man out there. I want to know: do you want him on the gangster side of things or on the corporate side of things? I feel like the corporate thugs is over. It's back to the streets.
On the gangster side of things. Wait, what?
You want this guy that's gonna come sweep you off your feet? Do you want him to be on the street level or you want him to be on the corporate level? What's good? Talk to me.
I'm done with the street level. I done did the street level too many times in my life.
What about a good balance? You know, a Julz Jones type of guy. What about him?
I'm straight. I've done it too many times. I'm good.
You
I don't have it in me anymore. I don't have it in me anymore. I used to, but
I feel you. Hey,
I'm not from the right cloth. It takes a lot to be the woman of a street dude, and you know.
Right. You want somebody you could go to Whole Foods with, right? And you know, try the veganism and stuff like that. Do yoga
at night, and he gonna be sleeping there too.
Yeah. Do you want somebody that's in the music business like you?
No.
Why not?
I want an architect.
An architect?
What?
An architect.
Shout out to the architects out there. Shout out to all the architects out there. You want somebody who can make a building? You know what I'm saying? Because that disqualifies all my listeners. You heard?
That's a fact.
Introduce me to a new world. You know what I mean? Because the music space, it gets really small when you get to a certain, like, it just gets small, and it gets like weird and favory, and honestly, also just keep it hot. Like, there's not that much money in music, honestly.
It's not.
No,
it's not. They pay like pennies on the stream. That's crap.
Yeah, there's not really any, you know. So it's like, you know, we gonna do some things.
What about that show money? The show money.
That's why I pod, man. That's why
show money. That show money not good.
It's still like pennies. Like, okay, did y'all ever see the breakdown of Jay-Z's income?
Yeah,
music
I saw
was
it.
15. Music was 15.
Yeah.
Just to give you perspective. Like, people always pursue music, and it's like, but you don't realize, like, music is the avenue to celebrity, and then you get to celebrity, and then you use your celebrity to get other opportunities to do other types of business.
That's true. Right, because I'm a local rapper, right? And I once had 300 listens on a song. I took that and ran with it. I became a podcaster. I said, yeah, I'm known now, baby. 300? You heard?
The music side of things, it's like, it's hard to monetize it. You can. I'm not saying you can't, but it's hard. You know, so we want to have a sustainable household. We can't both be musicians.
That's a fact. Okay, I like that. So you want to architect any particular race, or you know what I'm saying, or it doesn't matter? Like you.
I mean, you know, I would say this. My preference would be a black man, but oh no, black men and black women.
We're about to take some points away from you, man. I gotta take the points away from you though, man, Mballa. For real now.
She being PC right now. She being PC, bro. You gotta peep game. Read the room, Shift. Read the room.
I just said a black man. What is PC about that?
Well, cause we know you don't want to date no. You know, never mind. Come on, we good. We're not getting canceled. We're not getting canceled. So we're good.
Yeah, we're not getting canceled.
You don't know that though. If she really would date one, that's what she's saying. That's what it is.
Go ahead, let her talk.
I've only dated black men.
Why is that the case?
All right, that's cool.
Say what?
Why is that who you're attracted to?
What I like, yeah.
What's your preference?
Black men.
What I'm saying, what they gotta have? What qualifies them for the barber show?
Oh, what qualifies them? Well, I mean, I have to change what I like because what I like is not working. So, you know, I tended.
Why you gonna change what you like? So you gonna settle? Is what you mean? Why don't you?
I need to change my perspective on what I think is good or what I'm attracted to, because I think I'm attracted to trauma.
Oh, okay, yeah. You need that'd be a good change.
Yeah, so I need to stop chasing potential, because that's what I was doing. And usually I'm the one who's like, oh, I'm damn, like, okay, he don't got it right now, but he might could get it, and I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna hold it down, and I'm an XYZ. And I've done that now for 10 years. So it's time for something new.
You know,
so you want somebody that's already established.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
You want somebody that's already established.
That's not what she's saying.
I'm asking her a question, but let her answer. I'm not talking to you, no buttons. I'm not talking to you, buttons. Mballa, can you answer my question? You want somebody that's stable?
I think now, now, yes.
Oh, so that is what she's saying, American. Thank you. Continue.
So, not established, I would need to see everyday evidence of like daily, you know, progress or effort.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like where we're going with this. I feel like I'm getting to know you. I feel like if we had the world watching, the world would be getting to know you right now. And it's so beautiful that you can sit here and be humble enough to tell our little podcast your story. I thank you so much for this. Okay,
thank you. I appreciate it. I was excited to do it because I don't really get to talk about, you know, so I think.
Now, have you always been beautiful, or is this something that recently started?
It recently started.
Because, you know, there's a lot of times they try to portray beautiful as like Lauren London, or I'm trying to think of, you know, Young Miami. But you sitting here right now just with a glasses and hoodie on, and you probably top 5 ever. You know what I'm saying? So that's a point.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me look. You said top what?
Top 5 ever. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
She gotta say something.
Next episode.
Yeah, she gotta say something. Like, do you feel like?
Did you say Shifty?
Do you feel like you get the respect you deserve, Mballa, out here? Like, as far as, you know, how beautiful you are and how talented you are, do you get the respect you deserve?
Yes and no. I think that people are attracted to the idea of me. I don't think that people are like take the time to appreciate the essence of me. So yes and no. I mean, and I think also a lot of times, like a lot of dudes will like fetishize, you know, like dark-skinned women in some type of way. So that always becomes a thing. But do I get the respect I deserve? I really wish I could say yeah, but I don't think I do.
You think you slept on?
I think I'm slept on. I want to say yeah. I think I'm slept on.
You know what? I was sleeping.
You need to wait there, huh?
I was sleeping. I listened to your whole album today when I bought it, and I said, "Damn, I could have got that feature. It probably costs an arm and a leg these days, boy." You know what I mean? I was sleeping. Huh? I said that feature probably costs an arm and a leg these days, and I should have got it back in the day from you, because you are fire. It's like that sound. I don't know if it's the engineer that make you sound like that or what, but it's ridiculous. Like, you sound like kind of Rihanna-ish with it, But
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The engineer is really hard though, and that is one of the things. Like I think as an artist, sometimes like especially when you do some type of like vocal work, it's like you do need a good engineer. You know what I mean? Who understands your voice and your vocals and stuff like that. And it's not always the easiest to find that. So I definitely have to give him his props on that because I have gone to other people and I have been very disappointed. So.
Yeah, that's
and sometimes
trouble.
Y'all asking about the hiatus. Sometimes, I mean, if I'm just keeping a band, like that was a part of it. Like I'm not on great terms with the engineer anymore. So sometimes, so finding somebody else who understands my voice.
So that's what caused the hiatus. You and the engineer having having
that was part of it. The other part of it was me going to corporate America.
Yeah, okay. Her time was being stretched. Line one.
Her time, my ability to divide my mindset. You know what I mean? Because corporate America and my topic choice, my song choice, and all that kind of stuff, and the way that I think and things that I want to say don't always connect, and the way that I want to say them too. Because I work in communication, so I have to always think about being in somebody else's voice, like in the company's voice, so it's like, it's hard to, I hate it. But sometimes, so I get off work and it's like, okay, I got to now find my own voice. Like, damn, I don't even remember who I am. Like,
My girl go through that too. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wish you enough success to where you could say, forget all that. I ain't doing this no more. I think you right on the brink. Yeah, you right on the brink. You right on the brink of that. You ever thought about acting?
Not really, no.
No? Okay. I was just wondering. I'm just over here podding. You ever thought about managing a podcast?
No, I don't want to do it. I do it at work though. Like
we'll send the contract through for you tomorrow. Don't worry about it. We'll send the contract through.
No, I be doing it at work, but okay. Well, here's the secret to a lot of things. I don't care what nobody tell you, but this is honestly the truth that I'm seeing. Being in corporate America, everything flops if you don't have a budget.
Oh, you trying to say we don't have a budget? Wait a minute.
Oh, you were talking about?
So we just got sent over the budget?
No, I'm just keeping it a band about everything. Even me as an artist, like everything, like. It's like you got to think of yourself as a small business. You know what I mean? Like
you got to have the resources. You got to have the resources to be able to execute the proper thing to go forward.
You got to advertise. So think about
promo is more important than the music. That's how all these mumble rappers get on. They got the promo.
All this stuff happens, So it's like, and you got to advertise. If you're a small business. I used to, as an artist, maybe put like $20 on an ad, right? Like sponsor it on Facebook or something like that. Think about if your typical mom and shop did that, $20 every quarter, they would flop. You know what I mean? Like you need an advertising budget for everything. Like, so even, I work for an association that has, I don't even know. I think it's like, we got like 600,000 members or something crazy. And our campaigns will flop if we do not put a budget behind it. It just that's what happens.
Interesting. So what kind of budget do you need for your next album to come out? What do you see?
The ideal budget or what's going to be there for real?
How did the next song
can I get a question out of there? Shit.
I'm bouncing off of your question. Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, so your ideal budget, because line one gonna send it to your Cash App.
Okay, but my ideal budget, 15, 20.
15,000?
Yeah, I could make a lot of shit pop with 20,000. I mean, think about it too. Like a lot of our, favorite rappers, like.
Check your Cash App.
Hey, I appreciate
it. Heat check.
Well, you said line one.
I'll wait on
Line one, you can do at least half of that now. Come on now.
These investments, I see it.
Come on now, Lawa.
So this new song coming, you know, this is your first song since the album, right? This when you just dropped 2020. So like, what got you back? You know what I mean? Like in the vibe, in the mood. Like it's time to come back. It's been 3 years.
I saw 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I don't know that song. Like I've been had it, but I just wasn't in the mindset to do everything you had to do to put it out, because last year or 2 years ago, when I first wrote it, like I had just I had performed at Hopscotch Music Festival. I opened for Miguel and for and I had gotten to that point and I wasn't feeling it really. Like I wasn't happy really, you know. It just felt like empty, you know. I opened for Trina, I opened for like mad people, and it just didn't feel like good.
Why?
So
was it because they didn't really know you? The fans wasn't rocking to you, and they waiting on Trina, or is it just
exhausted because I managed myself? So I was so tired about all the things that I had to do, because I had dancers, I had a band, I had all this stuff, and it's like when you manage all that, like and all that is coming out of my pocket, and I wasn't making that much money like that. So it was like I had to pay my dancers, they had to eat, I had to buy clothes for them to perform in. You know what I mean? I had to pay my band, and I had a full band, you know? And then I had to buy my own clothes for me to wear, and then transportation to get to the venue. And then, you know, I had to do promo before the event just to make people excited about it. It was just, it took so much out of me to get to that point. And I had very, very little return. There was no money coming back to me. Yes, they were paying me, but I had put all that right back into the show because I wanted to put on a good show and get fans, you know. And I just was burnt out. Like I was just like dead tired from just like a year and some change of going and doing that for every single show. Anytime I had to open for somebody quote unquote big, like I was putting my everything into it. And on top of that, you know, you got rehearsals, and people come to rehearsals and they have to eat at the rehearsals, because or else they feel like they're not getting anything out of what you're doing. It's like they're not really applying themselves, and you want them to apply themselves. So it just became mad stuff, and I was handling it by myself because I managed myself, and it was 2 years of me doing all of that. So I was just dead tired. And so by the time I'm opening for Miguel and all these people, it's like it didn't even feel fun anymore. It was like, when it's not fun, it's like, what's the purpose? Because when I got into this because I love it, you know.
Yeah, you get into it because you love it, and you open for Miguel, and it's not fun. Like you already know what time it is. Like exactly. That's like, you know, you open it for Miguel. That's not fun. Like that's crazy.
Exactly. So I just had to just kind of hang it up a little bit. I mean, and also again, I was working part time, and the part time job was kind of playing me on the low. Like and I had to still pay rent. So I'll pay my car note. I pay all this stuff that has to get paid because. I mean, you know, if I don't have a car, I can't get to XYZ situation. So it's like, okay, this needed to be handled, and I would do all that. And by the time I've done all that, I only have so much to operate with. So I was just burnt out, like financially.
So wait, you ever thought about risking it and quitting that 9 to 5 and just going back straight to the music, more shows, paying your rent like that, and just
or stripping? You ever thought about stripping?
That's not what I asked.
No, I never thought about stripping. I can't even twerk, so I don't know. I can't be no stripper, but yeah, stripping. First of all, stripping is hard. Like that's the other thing. Like I feel like strippers need their credit. Like that's real work. Like that's some.
You like going to strip clubs?
I've gone before, yeah.
So you ever thought about leaving your job and going full time with the music recently, or
I did it for a year, and that's the project that you hear is like that because I did that for a year.
Oh wow, know? Okay.
And you had to go back.
Yeah, I had to go back.
You know what I mean? You had to go back.
It was really being crazy. It was like, because the thing too, as part of like being a female artist, part of it is the aesthetic, you know, and keeping yourself quote unquote up. And it was just a lot of stuff that I couldn't do. Like I couldn't get my hair done. I couldn't you know, getting my nails done. I couldn't feel confident. I couldn't sometimes afford the clothes that I would want to wear, that I would feel comfortable wearing. I couldn't eat right, you know, to be able to fit in some of the clothes that I might want to wear on stage. Like, it was just getting crazy. So it was like, yo, like, I need to have income. I mean, I was sleeping in my car for 6 months. Like, when I shot the video for Illegal, I don't know if you've seen the Illegal video that's out, but I shot that video, and I slept in my car the same night. You know, there were 2 days.
What?
I slept in
my grinding.
Yeah, I was really grinding for like, I was in my car.
Who was your motivation at the time? Like, was there anybody that you could just text or call on, like, just as a friend at this time, just for inspiration?
I mean, I had lots of friends who would help out as much as they can. Like, you know, Will held me down. You know, Gabby, my friend Shan, like my friend Chelsea. Like, I had mad friends. Like, and it's not like I just like ended up, you know, on the street. It's like, yo, I might have stayed with them already for like 3-4 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just getting like, you know, you don't want to put too much pressure on the friendship. So you got to just kind of do something different. And then it got to the point where it's like, yo, like, I can't keep inconveniencing other people. And just personally, I'm used to sustaining myself. Like, I'm used to taking care of myself. Like, that's just the type of girl that I am. So I was getting uncomfortable relying on people to, like, for me to be okay, you know, after a while. So, you know, I did what I had to do. And then I had to go corporate. Like, I had to, like, you know, get some money too, because it was just like, all right, well, what's the next level of this? The next level of this can't be like this, you know? I need to have a place to shower every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's the ultimate sacrifice, because when you get in one, you're losing the other, right? But at the same time, I don't think that's that final step in your story. You're just doing what you got to do in this world, and you're doing an amazing job. I mean, look at that Pier 1 furniture. Look at that. That is nice. What is that? Ashley's furniture? That is amazing. So, Mballa, advise the young ladies out there who they're about to embark on a journey that you have been on for quite some time. Just advise the young ladies out there. What would you advise them?
Yo, get your money, bro. Like, that is, at the end of the day, like, that is what's going to get you where you want to go. Like, get your money. Like, be about your, you know, your stability. Get your mind right. Make sure your mind is right. Make sure all these things are right, because that feeling good about yourself is what's going to fuel that success, you know? So that would be, you know, don't rely on anybody else to get it. Like, do what you got to do shamelessly, you know, to get what you need to take care of yourself, because it'll go a very, very long way. Like, today, if I want to drop something, I'm in a totally different mindset, totally different ability. Like, somebody could call me up and be like, yo, like, you know, you can get on so-and-so and so-and-so for $200, and I don't have to think about that as much. Whereas, like, before, it was like, oh, what can I sell that I own? You know what I mean? Like, how can I get...
Right.
It was like, what do I got that I can take to the pawn shop real quick for a fraction of the damn cost and make nothing, you know, and to push myself. So, yeah, like, worry about, like, being, like, good and taking care of yourself, and all that other stuff is gonna come. Just, you know, just try not to get too comfortable. Never get too comfortable.
What's your skincare routine?
What's my Sorry, that threw me off. Aveeno. I use Aveeno Clear Complexion.
Okay.
Wash my face, and then I tone my face with almond oil. Like, I use that to, like, wipe off the impurities on my face, and then I wash my face, put a little moisturizer on, and I call it a day. That's all I do.
And you do this daily or twice a day, like mornings and night?
Mornings and night. Lately, I've been a little lazy, but usually it's morning and night.
Are you a Dove girl? You like Dove soap?
I'm not an Aveeno girl. Aveeno, baby.
All Aveeno. $8 soap. You like $8 soap.
All Aveeno Max Serum Glow. Aveeno Clear Complexion, you know, to wash my face. Aveeno Clear Complexion Moisturizer. Aveeno. Period.
Beautiful. Okay. All right, Shaw. Cut the check, Avino. Cut the damn check now.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. For real, though. I want to be the Avino spokeswoman. Long term.
And what does Mballa watch on Netflix and Hulu?
Mballa just got into The Shy.
Okay, shout out to The Shy. I watched that.
Yeah, I just got into The Shy. What do I watch on Netflix? I really want to start watching Narcos. There's a bunch of stuff that I like to watch, and there's a lot of stuff that I love to watch, but I don't watch it because I don't want to watch it by myself.
So, you want a warm body.
I feel you in that.
Go ahead, Lon One. I'm gonna step back.
No, I was just saying I feel on that. I've been watching Netflix with like one person for like almost 10 years. Like watching Netflix by yourself, it hit a little different. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel you on that. But
yeah, it just like depends. But I do like what else do I watch on Netflix? I can get into a documentary for sure.
Oh, you smart.
Typically though, I'm a thriller suspense type of girl.
You know,
what's your top 3 rappers all time? Your top 3 rappers all time.
Rappers?
Yeah, your personal favorite 3 all time.
Oh, y'all are gonna really judge me for real.
No, there's no judging. You judge me for mine, so shit. Fuck.
Top 3 rappers of all time: Tupac, Method Man, and are you ready for it? Mace.
Mace had bars. Mace had bars.
Mace, songwriter, baby. Like, come on now. Mace, that's
Mace over all these other MCs, though.
That's a poster of Mace. Yes, because Mace's pen carried Bad Boy after Biggie died for like years. So yes, I feel like he doesn't get the respect he deserves.
I respect that.
Mace had a nice run.
All them songs.
Mace had a nice run. I'm a Drake guy. You know what I'm saying? I think Drake is in my top.
I'm a Drake guy too, but Drake will list Mace in his top 5.
But Drake is better than Mace.
I think you said top 3. I like Drake a whole.
I mean, but that's her personal take. I mean,
I like personal. A lot. The only reason I'm putting Mace above Drake is because Mace is a Drake influence. I mean, yeah, Mace influenced Drake a whole lot, and because without Mace, we don't get Drake.
Okay,
I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that's true.
It is true. Mace made way for all these rappers. Mace made way for Kanye West. He made way for Drake. You don't get any of those rappers if you do not have Mace. It's just period. You don't get a pretty boy rapper like Mace who sings and raps and is clean cut or whatever and is getting their respect or whatever they deserve. Like without Mace, it doesn't happen.
You like New York guys. Mace was just a Harlem guy that had a lot of stilo. He had a lot of that. You like New York guys.
You're right. I do like that too. And I think also, yeah, I mean, I love Drake though. Like, I think everybody who knows me, who's listening to this interview, is going to be surprised that I didn't say Drake. But I think that that's more colored by the more recent Drake.
I mean, like, he's in my current top 3, but he's not in my all-time top 3.
Exactly. I think that that's how I feel about it. But I'm a Drake stan though. Like, if you type in my Twitter name and Drake, like, you gonna see me going back from 2015, going hard, like arguing with people. Like, I'm in the Drake hive. Like, don't get it twisted.
Wow, this is so real. This was such a wonderful opportunity, and like. Oh my God, Mballa! I never thought I would capture the full. Huh? Shifty Rogers? Oh, he janky. He had to go though.
Okay, right.
Yeah, that boy there in the streets. You know what I mean? He had to go. You wanted to hear more from Shifty Rogers?
No, I just noticed he won't there.
I'm just joking. I'm janky myself. I guess that's why they call us the Janky Ramblers. I guess that's why they call us that.
I'm janky too. You want to go to a do-rag fest?
Interview go, man. How did you tell me?
You want to go to a do-rag fest?
I mean, my friends done founded it, so I'm gonna go every time they do it.
No, he meant did you want to stop watching Netflix alone?
Do I want to what?
Stop watching Netflix alone.
Stop watching it alone?
Yes, ma'am. That's what he said.
Oh.
Man, it's crazy.
Don't answer that.
When I find the right person.
Yo, is there any? Just in closing, then I'm gonna let you get yours off line one. In closing, is there anything that you feel that people have misconstrued or a misconception of you that you want to clear the air on the Janky Ramblers, or is it just a final word you want to leave about yourself on the Janky Ramblers?
One thing I feel like I always get when I'm around people is like they feel like I think that I'm better than them, and I don't. That's really my only thing. Like people think I'm a bitch or I'm like standoffish, and it's like no, I'm shy. Like I don't think people realize that. Like I'm very, very.
People can misinterpret shyness for like standoffish. Like I'm better than you.
All the time. No, I have anxiety. I actually sit there overthinking what I'm about to say so much that I end up not saying it, and then I don't speak, and then you think I'm not speaking because I don't fuck with you, and really I'm just in my head, you know?
Yeah, I can see that. Well, can you advise line one on what he can do to stop being single, because he's looking for some love too? You got any advice for him?
I thought he said he was watching Netflix with the same person for 10 years.
No, that's done with.
No, that was in the past.
Oh, well.
Yeah, for me.
I mean, are you putting yourself out there? You gotta be, talking.
I'm chilling, really.
I think you gotta put yourself out there.
How? I mean, how do you put yourself out there?
Put yourself out there, buddy.
I think it's a little harder right now for everybody because we're in a global pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, going out to places you like, tapping your network. Like, yo, you gotta also ask your friends. Like, some of them, know somebody who might be interested or who might also be looking.
I mean, it would be cool to meet somebody, but it's just not my focus. I'm really handling business, handling business and taking care of my kid, and those are my main two focuses. Like, when that comes, we could talk priorities then and, change things up. But right now, I'm just Charlotte handling business, uptown Charlotte.
I feel like it's effortless. I'm learning that it isn't. You gotta put some energy into meeting people.
I got trust issues. I'm big into loyalty, and you don't find that these days. I don't see it these days. So I mean, I chill. I don't look for it. I mean, it comes. Like, you can't go looking for love. It comes naturally. It comes to you. Like, you go looking for it, you'll never find it. It just happens. You know what I mean? Like, and I learned that a long time ago. So I'm not pressed or looking. Like, it happens right now. I'm handling business, uptown Charlotte, handling business. That's what you find.
It sounds like he got it figured out. Why are you trying to get me to give him advice?
Because Janky.
So I'm trying to figure Janky.
Yo, but it's been a pleasure. Did you have anything else, line one, that you want to leave the audience with? Because we got tomorrow your birthday, man. It's going to go down in a big way tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday, man. You already know the big dog of cancer. We got a very special guest that we'll announce tomorrow, man. Very dear a friend of mine, one of my influences for one of my previous endeavors. We'll get into that tomorrow. Somebody that could really actually link with Mballa actually and do some things. That's why I want to leave off and ask Mballa, like, what's next? Are we just kind of recording when we can and working with through the 9 to 5 and doing what we can? Or like, what's next with this?
We're recording. We're writing a project. Yay. We're looking for engineers. You know.
Okay. So you're looking for a new sound.
This episode.
What city are you in?
Huh?
What city are you in?
I'm in Raleigh now.
You in Raleigh, Bull City, right? Okay.
Bull City, Durham, but I was living there for a long time.
Wait, I'm tripping. You in Raleigh, Durham. I'm tripping. I'm all the way in South Carolina right now. Okay, so I got people in Raleigh. I'll reach out to my people, see if they got some good studios, and I'll just pass the information along. My little cousin stay out there. What up, Deon J? You know what I mean? So shout out to my family in Raleigh. Shout out to the whole Carolinas. Shout out to every engineer and artist and dancer, choreographer, makeup artist that's ever worked with this queen. Shout out to her beautiful family. Shout out to all of us creatives. Shout out to Will Wildfire. And with this last song, I'm going to play Fickle since that was Shifty Rogers' favorite joint. I'm going to take us out with Fickle. But thank you so much. And please don't be a stranger to the show. Thank you. I'll send you all the links. And peace and blessings.
All the best, Queen. All the best, Queen.
Likewise. Appreciate y'all.
Bow. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, with this last song, and once again, this was the story of Mballa, episode 19. You know what I mean? This will be Fickle, and this is
line 1. This out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, listen. That's where the motherfucking Ayo, I used to ride for my nickel, I would die for my nickel, put love with my nickel, got high with my nickel. Yeah. Now it's fuck that nigga, ain't scared to pull a trigger, I will ride on the nigga. Woo! I'ma tell you like you mad though, got a new flame, call me walking, no hands, yo. Could've been you, but you ain't know how to act though. Could've been you, but you never wanna get all the ladies taking risks and trying to blow. If he love you, he won't keep you on the low. They think they're ready, but they never really know. If you a rider, make sure you ready to go. Told me you was real and I believed you were the fair. Felt you trying to flip the script on me, what the hell? You wasn't ready and now you were very well. Wanna leave me very well, I'll be sleeping very well. Once upon a time you would've left. When I looked and I'm playing, you were fucking with me. How you love somebody, then you dump them with a text. I let you in my house and now you can't even address me, boy. Once upon a time you would've left. When I looked and I'm playing, you were fucking with me. How you love somebody, then you dump them with a text. I let you in my house and now you can't even address me, boy. Fucking pathetic. A fucking text message. I've been sipping hard for 6 weeks. Haven't hit the blunt, my mind already hazy. Now the promises you made looking a little faded. How you just gon' leave me with what we created? Oh no, everything was good about a week ago. And if I had dated you, I would've been a hoe. Baby, what does that mean you? Cause I was down and low. You just let me go and walk down and low. Fun, I think I miss you just a little. So you say you was feeling, I believe you just a little. So now you flake on women like your daddy just a little. Is that the reason why these real niggas so fickle, man? And go find your daddy. Maybe he's finally in a place to teach you how to be a man. Told me you was real and I believed you were the fair. Felt you trying to flip the script on me, what the hell? You wasn't ready and now you were very well. Wanna leave me very well, I'll be sleeping very well. Once upon a time you would've left. When I looked and I'm playing, you were fucking with me. How you love somebody, then you dump them with a text. I let you in my house and now you can't even address me, boy. Once upon a time you would've left. When I looked and I'm playing, you were fucking with me. How you love somebody, then you dump them with a text. I let you in my house and now you can't even address me, boy.
All right, you know what I mean? That's what we doing around here. Looks like we got a podcast around here. I want to thank all y'all for joining. Once again, we'll be back tomorrow. Around 8:30ish p.m., 9 o'clock, we trying out the new schedule. We got plenty of new podcasts, plenty of new rambles for you. Once again, shout out to my co-host. Thank you for listening to this all the way through. Always checking in on the playback next day or checking in live. We thank you. We wouldn't be nothing without you. There is a Cash App associated with the show if you want to donate anything to the show. We're not requesting it. We're just asking the streets if you would like to, if you like the show, if you only want to tip the show. Don't be donating because you think we broke. We get money over here. So anyway, with that being said, Party in the Living Room, Janky Ramblers podcast. Subscribe, share. This was Wake Up. This was the... Oh shit, I didn't change the name on that joint. Y'all ain't tell me I ain't changed the name. This is crazy, man. This is very janky. I'm signing out. Juice Jones, holla at me.